Hey everybody, this is Glidercat, and it's time to play. We're back in Captain of Industry. I'm gonna unpause. Let's get back to it. I think one thing I want to do, reconsidering a decision. Let's change the priority of the research. I'm gonna take off bricks production. Boom. And is there a way? Where is the queue? Be nice if we could reorder the queue. I'm not sure if we can or not, but I want to make sure the beacon comes after the basic diesel. The ship dock repair, let's get rid of that. And we'll add these things in the order that the tutorial kind of wants us to. I know diesel's really important. The beacon's going to be next. And the beacon, normally, if I was playing this through without the tutorial, I'd probably skip that for a little while. Because I don't think I need workers right away. But we'll get it built. Back to it. Okay, let's go through our objectives here at the top left. Construct small excavator. We've got that queued up. That's on autopilot. The pickup, same thing, autopilot. Build a mine control tower near an iron ore deposit and assign a small excavator and pickup to it and set up mining designations. All right, we got lots to do there. Let's see if we can actually build that yet. Mine control tower. There's our iron. Let's go ahead and put the overlay on so we can see. We're probably going to start with just grabbing this surface. Oh, man. Lightning has scared me. Grabbing the surface iron first. All the stuff above ground. So let's pop this down. Now, the arrow, I don't know if it even matters where that is. We'll just place it here. If we have to move it, we'll move it. Maybe I can come out. Indecision. Indecision. About right there. Boom. As soon as you place it, you get this area of effect here kind of thing. We want to set that to be over where the ore is that we're going to be mining. So we click this guy, edit area up here at the top right, and we're going to pick something more like where that surface level iron is. So that got adjusted. Let's see what else it says. Assign small excavator and pickup. Pickup we can assign. We don't have a small excavator yet, but we can assign a pickup. And what else? Actually, probably shouldn't do that yet. Let's take that off. Sorry. Let's keep the pickup truck running and doing other things and being productive until we've actually got an excavator to do the digging. Set the mining. Okay, we need mining designations, and then what can be dumped here? Don't really care because we don't have a dumping designation in this area, so that doesn't apply. Notify if you can't dispose. For now, I'm not going to worry about any of that stuff. We'll let that get constructed. Then we need to actually do the mining designations. We know we've got surface iron here, so I'm going to take the overlay off. Get that noise out of our face. And go to mining designations. The new thing here on the hotbar. Just like the dumping designation, same kind of thing. Except what we're going to do, we're going to go level to start. We're going to say grab this surface level ore. Basically, we're saying bring all of this terrain down to level 3. And in the process, you're going to get some iron ore as part of that effort. These mining doesn't. Whoops. See here, I just right clicked. I guess I have to right mouse click. These ones don't really apply, right? Because why is it taking me off? I'm trying to clear mining designations. Right click. Right click. Click and drag. These don't really apply because they're already at that level. So I'm just pulling these out. Don't need to do this. I think these will just be ignored anyway. There we go. We've got our mining designation selected. Research the beacon. That is underway. Our basic diesel got researched. We'll get to that in the tutorial pretty soon, I'm sure. Health and pollution. We've got some tutorial content to read. Let's read through it. Health and pollution. Your population has health. If the health is positive, your population grows and provides you with extra unity. If health goes negative, your population starts to decline. Positive effects. You can increase your population's health by providing them with a variety of food, water, and health care. And negative effects, your population's health decreases if you emit pollution, air or water. Pollution on your island is global, so moving smokestacks further from your settlement won't help. It's a good idea to keep your eye on how much pollution you emit. Look at that gross stuff getting dumped into the ocean, man. It looks disgusting. We'll see that later. There's some smoke going up. When something emits pollution, it is displayed in the right side of the recipe UI as shown below. Water pollution there. Diseases. Your population can suffer from diseases. There are diseases that just come and go, and it's not possible to completely prevent them from happening. Providing healthcare can significantly reduce their negative impact. There are also diseases that occur due to bad conditions in your settlement. For instance, lack of clean water or too much trash. There are no diseases from pollution, as pollution gives a health penalty directly. Okay, interesting. So diseases aren't impacted by pollution. Okay, we're getting this farm notice over and over and over. I'm just going to disable, I'm going to clear that one, and I'm going to turn off the notifications for a bit so that doesn't keep popping up. That just means we have extra potatoes. Not a problem. If we come up short on workers, we can turn off one of these farms to free up 10 more workers. Okay, the beacon's being researched. We've got the mine control tower down near the iron ore deposit. We just need to assign vehicles. Hey, there's our excavator. Nice. I like it. It's a level 1. I think we're going to unlock bigger ones later. But let's get that assigned to the mine control tower. Still hasn't been constructed, but it will be soon. Let's assign the excavator. We just click on the icon and assign. They wanted us to assign 2 trucks. We'll do that now. Boom, boom. Now we need to mine iron ore. I don't know. We might actually, it might just start doing it. Even without the mine control tower built. We'll see. Maybe not. Maybe not. Looks like the excavator and the trucks are just waiting. So we want this built. We've got a lot of Unity. I'm going to quick deliver. Boom. So we don't have to wait on trucks. Because we've got an abundance of Unity, and that'll get instantly built. Off we go. Off we go. Okay, it's wasting no time. Let's see what this guy gets. Iron ore straight away. I might get rock and dirt and things. That guy got a batch of iron ore right away, which is nice. I don't know if we have a place to deliver that iron ore. We'll find out in a second. In fact, they're giving us a little tutorial message. Let's go through it. Iron ore smelting. The blast furnace can process both iron ore and iron scrap by toggling both recipes on. And the iron scrap is what we were getting from that salvaged communication station on the island, that rusty heap. But and that's what we have turned on now. We're going to probably have to turn on the recipe for iron ore. To do so, turn on the iron ore recipe by clicking on it. All right. The priority of recipe execution depends on their order, which can be changed using the arrows on the left. Okay, we saw that already. With iron ore being smelted, the blast furnace will produce slag. Okay, so there is a byproduct when we do the ore versus the scrap. Slag can be dumped anywhere on the island by placing dumping designations, unless you prevent slag dumping by changing the global dumping filter. So we've got slag turned on as a suitable material for dumping, so we're good. Trucks will always prioritize delivering slag and other materials to where it is needed before dumping it. For example, it can be used in concrete production. Dumping slag is important as typically your smelting industry will produce way more slag than you can use. Dumping it has no pollution effect. Cool. It's going to help us build that land bridge too. So now we need to turn on the recipe in our blast furnace. Here it is. Iron ore plus coal. Gets us the molten iron, same amount as before, but now we get this slag to deal with and we get a bit more exhaust. Bit more pollution. So we'll turn both of these recipes on. There's no reason to save this save the scrap that we're getting out of here. We've got 244 more units of scrap, I guess, to harvest. So we'll let that just continue on. We'll smelt both of them here, and we should be storing up iron in one of these storage buildings, right? That's our wood. Here's the iron. Look at it. We got tons. And construction parts. We've got tons. I can turn that off now. We don't need to keep it at a certain level. We just set that for the tutorial. Okay, construct a new pickup 9 out of 10. Let's see. Where's our vehicle depot? This guy's huge. Looks like that just got done as I clicked over here. Here comes our new pickup. Off to work, man. No wasted time. We just completed another objective. Let's collect our electronic parts and our construction parts. We'll take it. Beacons being researched. That's an autopilot. Build housing attached to the existing settlement. They want more, huh? They want more. No, that's underway. That's underway. Let's see the progress. Yeah, we're waiting on 4 more construction parts. We just freed up some by changing that slider on the warehouse. Here we go. Boom. Got housing for 70 more people. Nice. We've got 92, so we've had 2 babies since we've been playing. And now we've got housing for 110. There's our favorite can't store the potatoes message. Let's just turn off the alerts. I'm not going to look at those. What we can do to solve this, we can put down another food market. Why don't we do that? Kind of not crazy about chewing up this little center area, but we'll do it. Boom. Down another food market. That'll store more potatoes for us, and it'll make these farms productive again. Right now, this little icon is showing us that the inventory is full. Process iron ore. That one's on autopilot. We're doing it. We've already processed 16. How are we doing on these guys? Mechanical parts. Are we full? We don't have storage for mechanical parts, do we? We don't. They're going into maintenance. Let's build another storage for mechanical parts for the heck of it. Unit storage. Maybe this way. Eventually we may build these into our little maintenance building. As I've said about a dozen times so far, a lot of this is temporary. We may rip this up as we go, but it's going to get us started. Look at our little excavator here doing their thing. Let's see if these guys get any dirt. That one's got iron ore. And this one, yeah, that's got iron ore. This other guy looks like he might have dirt. Okay, he's going to dump that dirt off to our little dump site over here. Slowly building a land bridge. It's going to take a while. Down the road, we're probably not going to want to dump all this dirt. I think we've got plenty to work with for our farm, so not too worried about it. I want to keep this guy pretty busy. Right, just waiting on the beacon and waiting to dump slag. That should also happen automatically for us. There's 12 slag. Hopefully one of these trucks may pick it up. Or there's 16 stored. Nope, those guys don't want it. I don't know if I need to... Yeah, truck export is on automatic. Trucks will be allowed to collect a product, but once the product is successfully dispatched via a conveyor or a pipe, the trucks will no longer be allowed to collect it. That's ideal. That's the ideal setting. Okay, this guy just picked up some slag. So once he dumps it, he or she, they're going to dump it and help extend our little baby land bridge here. And that'll complete that part of the tutorial, and we'll get some kind of little bonus. 40 more diesel. We'll take it. How are we doing on diesel? 247. Can't tell you if that's good or bad. Beacons at 73%. We're almost there. This guy is ready. Oh, you can have different foods specified for these food markets. Let's set it to potato. And then that'll solve the little warning we're getting here. Just added storage for 400 more units of potato. It's more than we need, but it never hurts to have extra food. I've played this game 4 times, and the first time is the only time I lost, and it was due to a drought coming through, and my people starved. So I'm hyper paranoid about not having enough food. That's why we're going heavy on the food early on. Okay, let's check our Unity. We've got a Unity cap of 44. We're at 40.9 Unity so far. So we can spend a little Unity if we want. If we see an opportunity. It makes sense to save some, but we don't want to waste it. Research is on the beacon. We're getting there. Getting there. Okay, they want us to research bricks production next. I think that might be what we had selected before. Let's add it back to the queue. Want us to do the beacon first. Then we'll do bricks. We have diesel unlocked, so I imagine we're going to get a tutorial on that. I would think real soon, because we've got the ability to do it. I'm going to wait till we clear these 2 tutorial messages. And then if it doesn't show up, we're going to get on the diesel production ourselves. But I'm pretty sure that would be in the tutorial. It's a pretty critical resource for the game. Escape out of that. There's another load of rock going to the dump site. Now this guy is kind of wasting fuel, right? He's leaving almost just barely over half full. We can change that setting to here. Allow partially loaded trucks. If we turn that off, well, let's just read it. This is enabled and there are no jobs in the queue. Trucks can be assigned delivery jobs that don't necessarily utilize their cargo capacity fully. For example, 50% cargo utilization. This makes logistics more responsive in the early phases of your island. However, later on, it's reasonable to disable this to save on fuel. So we'll leave it as it is for now. But we could say, hey, don't go driving until you've got a full load of goods. There's, I think, some scenarios where you could deadlock and actually stop the mining if you've only got a couple trucks like this. But we'll leave it as it is for now. And we're starting to clear out some of this iron. Let's look at our mining designation just to see. We've got plenty still in the designation. This has all been flattened out. If I want, I can clear these out. That's weird. Yeah, the right click dismisses the menu. We're supposed to be able to right click to cancel these. Boom. And it does work. But sometimes it takes me right out of the mining designation window. All right. Beacon is finally researched. Now we need to build it. I think that can go anywhere as I recall. Let's find out. Buildings, maybe? Beacon? Strong light helps other refugees to find your island and join you. This can help you get more workers and some extra starting loot. 610 copper. We've got copper. We have copper in inventory. They gave us some. 350. And does this take power? Yeah, 20 kilowatts of power. So this might be our first... Is that our first powered building? I think it is. You know, we got coal that's kind of powering our blast furnace. These assembly manuals don't require any electricity. It doesn't look like they just run on people power. But the beacon's going to be, I think, the first thing that runs on electricity, and that's going to kick off our generator and start consuming a little bit more diesel. Let's pop this thing down. It can go anywhere. I'm going to put it over here, kind of in this less, what I'm considering to be a less useful area of the map. Let that get built, and we'll clear that section. Bricks production is currently being researched. Beacon, they're letting us know it's done. And then, did I put down another storage? I did. Let's assign a product for that. I wanted mechanical parts, because we saw that one of these guys is backed up on mechanical parts. Let's keep that going. That's an important ingredient for the maintenance. I don't think I can store maintenance. Let's just look and see. Is that a recipe we can even store? No. Doesn't look like you can store maintenance unless you build multiple maintenance depots. I could be wrong. We'll see as we play on. Got more rain. That's going to help our farms. Let's see. Now they're growing again. They are growing again. In fact, all the tomatoes have been taken. Tomatoes. All of the potatoes have been removed from the farm inventory. These guys are productive again. And those potatoes got sent here. We should have a lot of food. Yeah, 99 months worth of food. Take it. was a quick storm. Came and went pretty darn fast. Those are tree cutting. Got a few that were missed in the designation. Let's get those. Basically creating a path for us to get at this coal. That's going to be a good fuel source for us. We won't have to keep burning logs if we don't want to, and making charcoal and making pollution as well. I think this makes pollution, yeah. But for now, we're reliant on that charcoal, so we'll let that thing go. What else? What else to look at? Our trucks are very busy. Do we have resources to make this? Rubber. We've got 140. What is that? Is that mechanical parts? What are these guys? Oh, that's vehicle parts. They gave us a little supply of those. We don't have a lot left. 40. Thinking about making more trucks. Let's see in the trading dock. What we can get? Got one village we're aware of at this point. Oh no, we can get potatoes. Too bad we can't give them potatoes and get construction parts because we've got a surplus. Okay, we can give fuel. We don't want to do that. We can give wood and get concrete slabs. Right now we don't have a real abundance of wood, I don't think. We can give construction parts for copper. We don't want to do that. Eventually we can trade coal for diesel directly. This may prove helpful to us later if we get in a pinch. And then we can always trade wood for iron scrap. We've got lots of iron. I think I beefed up our resource deposits 25% when I started the game, so we should be in good shape resource-wise. And we can give construction parts and get rubber. So nothing compelling to trade for. I'm just thinking about, we've got this very busy truck situation. I'm thinking about building another truck. I'm just not sure when we can make these vehicle parts. Can we see that here? This little whisk in a bowl is our recipes. Let's look and see vehicle parts, what this is going to take. We can do it with assembly manual. We can make these. It consumes electronic parts. And we need to make those too at some point. Let's see how many electronic parts we have, but we've got some recipes to do this. Mechanical parts are easy. Iron's easy. Electronics. Let's look at our electronic supply again. We're at 150, and we've been getting these by completing tutorial missions. Let's look at the recipe for those. Okay, we got selected rubber, which we can't yet produce, but we've got 140 starter. And copper, which we don't have researched yet, but they gave us some copper too. I'm going to go ahead and build another pickup. At least one. In fact, yeah, we'll let it go. Okay, the beacon is on, it looks like. It says that we're waiting for our first refugees to arrive. So this thing should be spinning around. Yeah, a little lighthouse. Okay, we got refugees. Let's read the message here. Refugees joined our island. Good job, beacon. 14 new people, and along with them, they brought 34 copper plates in their pockets, 25 units of rubber in their luggage, some iron scrap. I don't know where they put it. And they brought some diesel fuel as well. Hooray. I'm going to turn off the beacon. Pause it. That'll free up the worker. I don't think we need more workers right now. They chew up the food. And again, I'm paranoid with food. So we completed our population growth tutorial objective. Let's collect 40 more potatoes. Got food for 99 months. We're in good shape there. And here are the diesel production objectives. Let's jump right in on that. We know the oil is over here. Let's mark this little rogue tree to get harvested at some point. Here's our oil deposit. And we want to build an oil pump. They want 2 of them. And then connect them to a basic distiller. Let's do it. We do need the overlay on, I think, while we do this so we can see exactly where it is. Oil. Another new button on the ever-growing hotbar. Oil pumps. Pump jack building. I think anywhere in range here is going to be just fine. In fact, Oh yeah, it'll tell us. Let's zoom in so we can see where's the output for this guy. It's that way. Well, maybe we run a couple columns, and they can share a pipe down the middle, kind of thing. What I'm thinking. There's you, and I think. Whoops. Did hold shift. I want two. Can I flip this? Let's hit the F key. Boom. Then rotate. And now we're going to save on a little bit of pipe by having these two outputs close to each other. Okay, let's get this out of the way. You go off. Not when I'm constructing. All right, let's try it again. Okay, it looks like the overlays come up no matter what. That's fine. That's what I want. It may have popped one little square, but no big deal. We'll take it. Okay, they want 2 oil rigs, and then they want us to connect them to a basic distiller. Let's build a basic distiller nearby. Looks like this is gonna take something, some kind of rocks or something. And it's got waste. Oh man. We're getting into all the advanced stuff already. I'm just kidding. We're good. We're good, we're good. Let's do it right there. And then we want to get this oil pumped over there. The raw crude. Go to transports, pipes. I'm going to run a pipe. Don't know if these are directional. I hope not. You to you. Oh. Just thinking, you know, the higher we can put our pipes, the easier it's going to be for trucks to get around. So let's not do it like that. Okay, now I got to find the deconstruction key. Let's get rid of this. Okay. All right, we want to run these pipes up high if we can do it. So we'll go. I want to kind of connect these two up. You to you. You there. You there. Okay, maybe this guy's got to go up. E to go up. Okay. Boom. Okay, up. Down. Hopefully that belt is going to be free. Go a little further. Bear with me here. What I want to do is make sure trucks can kind of get through here where they need to. And I want to make sure that this port that I'm hovering over on our basic distiller, we can belt product into it. That's why I'm doing the crazy wiggling here. And it wants to snap automatically. I think if we do R, it won't snap. And I want this support right there. And then I want to see if I can get in. I'm going to do it twice, maybe. Can you go into there? R. We'll go with that for now. It may not be the prettiest. But that'll at least allow trucks to go through. Our pump jacks are doing their thing. That is another building that requires power as well. So we're going to need to look after our diesel generator. Power is up here at the top of the screen. Current demand and current production, 20 and 20. And that's our total production capacity. So we've got enough power so far. Let's see. Oh, diesel production. It's got a tutorial. Let's read through it. Diesel can be produced by distilling crude oil in the basic distiller. To extract crude oil, build an oil pump on top of an oil reservoir. And when an oil pump is selected for building, you will see black bars revealing the location of the oil reservoir. Yeah, we can't turn off the overlay when we have that selected. Resource overlay can also be Displayed at any time by toggling it in the bottom left. Yep, aware of that. When production buildings are selected, icons showing the input and output products will be displayed above the connection port so you can determine where everything will go and come out. Connect 3 oil pumps to a basic distiller using pipes. Okay. We'll have to look at the capacity. There are limited underground supplies of crude oil on the island, and later in the game, you'll be able to find additional crude oil resources on the world map. In order to find them, you will need to use your ship and explore the surroundings. Okay. Diesel production is not a clean process. It produces wastewater and exhaust. Exhaust can be released via a smokestack, and the wastewater can be dumped into the ocean with a liquid dump. Note that releasing pollutants into the environment will have a negative effects on your population when done in large volumes. All right. Very good. So we need to route the wastewater. We've got the diesel's going to come out here. We got exhaust there. So let's put our smokestack. We're familiar with that. Boom. I'm going to put this thing off to the side. That'll probably cost an extra pipe or something, but I don't mind. I like the ability to be able to snap more things into there if down the road we need to. Transports, we got to pipe the exhaust together. Oink. And then wastewater, we probably want to, let's see, we got to try telling us, right? Dump the wastewater. Build a liquid dump near the shore. Okay, liquid dump. Liquid dump near the shore. Some part needs to be at the ocean. Got kind of interesting terrain here. Yes, it doesn't matter which way this faces. This is kind of out of the way. That's why I'm putting it in the corner here. Waste dump. Boom. Now we need to pipe this waste. We're going to do the same thing and try and get in the habit of putting our pipes up high. So, up, 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 up. In fact, that actually... not bad. Take it. Take it. Oops, want to make sure I'm as high as I can be. Not sure how far back I need to be. We'll find out how far back I'm need to be in order to have this connect up to the machine. Like I'm gonna have to go out a little bit. I'll take it. We'll improve our connection skills as we play on, but that'll do. It does cost a little more, I think, to have the elevated pipes, but that's going to help our logistics quite a bit if we get in the habit of trying to do pipes high. Okay, what do we got? Hey, what? Let's wrap it here. We've got basic diesel production underway. Probably going to need to find a way to store this. But diesel is just a critical resource. Let's look and see how much this particular deposit has. So if I click on a pump jack, we can see the reserve status, as it shows the overall status of the ground reserve of crude oil in this deposit. This is a limited resource. We'll need to find a new one before we deplete it. And then it says look to the world map to find more oil. But we've got 80,000 units here, and we've got more deposits that we can get to local. But they're not close. There's one here. Might come in handy later in a pinch. But we're going to want to get probably most of our oil off of the world map. We'll get to that. Another little deposit here we can tap into. That's probably it. Probably it. The other 4 seasons that I played, there's only a single small oil deposit. So we've got more, but they're far away. So we'll try to make this one last until we get our ship repaired and we can start exploring and find some offshore oil rigs that we can tap into. But that's going to be a while. Oh, liquid dump has no recipe selected. Let's address that. There's an alert in the top right. Get out of the overlay screen and let's go to our liquid dump and tell it what it can dump. You can dump pretty much anything, really. I don't know if there's a disadvantage to saying all of these things. Accept brine, accept wastewater. There it goes. Liquid fish food. Look at that. So that is the waste of the diesel production. We are producing diesel, and that's really got nowhere to be trucked at this point. I think just the generator. So this may not be running until we set up liquid storage, but we'll get to that in a future episode. For now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoy this series on Captain of Industry. It's our 5th season. Awesome game, one of my very favorites. Hope you enjoy it. If you'd like to help support the channel, there's links to do so in the description. I'd be grateful for the support. And my thanks goes to existing Glidercat channel members and patrons. Really appreciate your support. It's what keeps the channel alive. And I will see you all in the next episode.